pages that are included in here. This was last week. It was Be the Reason Someone Smiles Today. At the end of the week, I like to capture, what were the wins, at least one action that I can take to make progress in the areas of self-care. Hello, hi. All right, so this is Happy New Week. This is the time that I like to go through my Get It Done planner. And in this planner, I have a section in here where I have the vision pages that are included in here. I need to do some updates to it this week. Some things have been accomplished. I then need to set some new vision goals, just do some more dreaming and get the whole vision together. So each week there's a section on here where I can get some encouragement. So this was last week. It was Be the Reason Someone Smiles Today. And you can see I completed everything on here. So it really helps me to just stay on track. And then this was the productivity of last week. At the end of the week, I like to capture, what were the wins. And actually, as I go throughout the week, if there was a big achievement that happened, I just want to capture it, because when I reflect, I don't want to look through like, what happened on this day in the time? It's just, I like to quickly capture those notes. Like, wow, what was a big win, for this week, that I can give myself a pat on the back, be like, wow, well done, You showed up and you followed through, and God guided you and helped you to carry it out. Well done, So you have to encourage yourself, all right? You have to learn to pat yourself on the back, because you wait for people to do it, or you just expect others to do it, it won't happen. So that's part of self-care, self-management, is encouraging yourself, all right? So you have to encourage yourself, and you have to recognize where you are making progress and how you are advancing toward your goals. It's important. It helps to keep you going. Okay, so that's just what I like to put on there. So now we're starting a new week, and it's Monday. This is when I usually do it. Ideally, I like to do it on Sunday evening and start the whole week off fresh, but it don't work out that way. And then when things get really crazy and hectic, maybe Tuesday morning, I'll just catch up, like what happened. But I notice if I don't do it, and I've been doing this now for about a year. Yeah, this book came out about, I think last year. But it's been very, very helpful. And I'm just now able to actually share more details about it. So anyhow, on this side, for this week, I'm on week number 7. The book is 24 weeks that's in here. So I'm on week number 7, and this is Remember Your Why. And I was like, this is so perfect for right now. Just remembering my why. Going through lots of life changes at the moment. And it's important to, keep a focus and remembering my why, and why I need to just keep moving forward and just, keep the positive mindset and keep pressing on. But yeah, this is like the perfect message for today. And then, so on this side, I'll fill in the vision again, resetting roles and goals. So definitely the role that I always put first is myself, because, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So you have to know how to love yourself. And then, you can't put on an oxygen mask of someone else if you don't have your own on. So you have to make sure that you are doing something to take care of yourself, filling yourself up so that you can be that vessel that can help to fill up others and be able to do what it is that God has called you to do. So in here is where I put the roles, and then I put goals for the week. Like what are the goals that I have for my own self-care? And then I would put roles for if it's being a wife. I know that, definitely I'm on duty for that role because I just did, because I'm the wife, right? So I put that role on there, and I'm also a mom. So then I would list the role as a mom, and then a role of being a friend, a daughter, a child. I would list that role on there. And then being a coach, a health coach, life coach, just trying to help people navigate life and moving forward. So I will put that on here. And so then I would just be intentional on what are the overall goals for this. Is it making a phone call? Is it sharing some information? Is it following up on a previous discussion? Is it preparing for a birthday? So all that would go in there. All right. And so then here's the section for self-care. This is where I would put at least one action that I can take to make progress in the areas of self-care. So for physical, it could be just eating better, exercise, and then emotional would be there, mental, intellectual, occupational, financial. Financial could be simply just checking your bank account, checking to make sure everything is not in, everything is where it needs to be. All the payments are done, nothing in overdraft, maybe checking someone else's account that I monitor. Just, checking things to make sure your finances are in order. any reports you need to do, so I do that. And then social, what social activities I plan for the day, for the week, so it's just taking time to just, making that mental awareness, becoming more aware of at least one thing you can do in these different domains. And then sometimes it's just nothing. Where like even social, sometimes I just put nothing. I need to really zone in, and I don't have a lot of time for many, external social activities. So that one I would just leave blank, or either put 0, and then as the time go on throughout the day, like, how did I get so much social activity in here? So life, you still have to have some wiggle room, some space for God to, do what he does. No matter what, he's in control of our plans. So we do the best we can to use our time well and try to structure it. But remember, he has the final say on how things will go, and that happens. And then another part is on environmental. So with environmental, it's just a quick check on just, my environment. How is it like? What room I need to straighten up? Even my desktop on my computer, that's an environment. Is it too much clutter that is becoming a distraction? Get that done. And then the bottom part is where I just do a mental dump of the top priorities for the week. Here at the top is just the vision, where I'm just visualizing the successful completion of, this goal that I want to accomplish this week, and what that will feel like, and the excitement and the celebration I want to have. So I put that on there. I'm just feeling great that this is done, feeling great that I finally made this video, and feeling great that, I was able to see someone or to do a certain activity. So that's part of it. So it takes some time to do this, in all honesty, but I tell you, the payoff is so worth it. These are pictures from the beginning section where I have my vision. And so this is some images that I put on here. I created it sometime of the previous planner, but then I took it out and put it into the new one that I did. And now I need to adjust it again. So hopefully this week I'll add it to my vision board, being excited that I've updated the vision board in this book, and then even on my wall over there. Okay. So now once this is done, this page is done, this is when I turn it over, and then I just start time tracking. Every day, it just lists the top 3 priorities for the week. Sometimes we overload our schedules with so much. And realistically, there's just not time in the day to be able to do it. And having this type of view helps me to really get that big picture perspective. Be like, you just don't have time. You're trying to do too much in one day. It has to go to the next day. So this has been helpful in that way, helping me to realistically see how time is being used, and then helping me to really be intentional with what I say yes to, what I say no to. So this is it. And then, like I said, as I'm going through the day, some things are hard scheduled, and I can actually put it on there ahead of time, and knowing that, there's some flexibility, things may change. I still have to manage the schedule. But then as I'm going throughout the day, I just like to time track and see, how did I spend my time? Was it on worthwhile use of my time? Because we can always get more money, but we cannot get more time. And then not only how we're spending our time, but the energy that we are using with that activity that we're doing to spend our time is also important. So time track, and it doesn't have to be exactly the right amount, but just get the hang of it and just really see where you're putting it on there. Do your best to try to make it as accurate as possible, because it gives you a true picture on how you actually spending your time. And then here I put, like I said, this is a section where I will put the any highlights, any notes. So as I'm going through and I got a win for Monday, oh yeah, that's going over there. That's going to be on that reflection side, where I'm going to be celebrating, like, yay, I got that win, got it done. Like this video, I got it done. I've been talking about it, thinking about it, planning to do it, but I don't know how long. So just before I was about to do my workout, I was like, pause. And I need to do the reset anyway. So I thought this would be a good time to actually do it, so you can see what I go through. And then I'm going to do the workout. All right, so this is it. And then, like I said, as the week goes, and I'll show you the previous week where this was just last week. And then I had the priorities listed up here for the day. Sometimes it's a little bit more than 3. And then I would just put in the time, a few days where it was kind of blank. And I'm sure if I can reflect on it, I'll know what I did Sunday, what did we do at church? Had visitors. I worked on another YouTube video that I need to get out. And then my son came home, daughter preparing for her activity that she has at school. She went away, he went away. And whew, it was a lot that happened. You know, I made some thumbnail videos or thumbnails for YouTube for myself, for a son, collected some items for my daughter, hubby. He was doing some work with the oldest son. They got a lot of things accomplished. It was a great week, you know. So you keep doing this, you'll see how you begin to really live intentionally, and your heart gets filled with joy. You know, the things that were accomplished, small, insignificant things become really significant, and you appreciate it more, and you become more aware of how things are working out. And, you know, I had some Friday night, was it Friday night? Yeah, I went to bed early. Everybody was away. It was quiet. I was like, wow, this is so, like I said, you really increase your sensitivity and awareness to how things are working in your life, and you see how you are progressing toward whatever goals you have, and see, you know, the hours you poured into it. I can even go back to previous week. This one, oh yeah, this is interesting. I even started giving myself, I ran out of stars. So I started putting stickers on here when I have some major wins, you know. And here I was like, well done. What did I do? Oh, I completed some courses, some of my online courses. So I had the CPR course. I completed that. I was like, well done. And then I applied for some opportunities. I'm like, whoa, yeah, that was huge. And then what else did I do? I restarted with the YouTube Lives. What did I do? Restart the YouTube Live workouts. Yes, I put that one on there. Why did I put it on Friday? I don't know, but I gave myself a sticker on there. So this is your, you know, book. Like I said, this is available on Amazon, and then it is available in Ghana at the Spentex Dominion Bookshop. So you can get it there. All right, so that's all. Just shared in again some reflections on there. Yeah, just updated all my contact information on my profiles. Created the flyer for the workouts that are scheduled, and prepped for my youngest son to come home, getting his room together, getting things done. Yeah. Oh, that's what happened. I created the flyer to restart the YouTube workout. And then the following week was when I actually started the YouTube workouts. Yeah. So you begin to like really document your life, you know, what's going on, what's happening. Okay, so this video has lasted much longer than what I thought. So I'm done, but I just want to share, this is how I restart the week, about to start the week. Go do my workout. I just want to do a quick pause before I go up, and that's it. Okay, so, and then this week I need to update my vision board. All right. Bye for now. Have a super fantastic day. Thank you so much. And let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you need any guidance on where to get this planner. I'd be happy to go along with you. Like I'm on week number 7. This goes up to 24 weeks, so you can challenge yourself. If you don't want to do the whole year, just say, let me just challenge myself to document how I use my time, planning my time for 24 weeks. Or you can do it for just a week at a time. But I'm telling you, it is so helpful in helping you to really, what I put on here, to do what matters, boost your productivity, and live intentionally. I'm serious. I'm just sharing what works, what's been helpful, and how it keeps me going. All right. Have a super fantastic day. Hugs, love, and blessings. Hope you can join the YouTube Lives. And then even the Bible study vlog that I think I should have it posted by the time this is posted. If not, stay tuned for that. Okay, bye for now. Okay.